Hello everyone, Joe Bishop here, Bishop Backwoods Parabellum. Today I'm here with a Umarex air javelin. It is a CO2 powered arrow shooter. Let me show you how this thing works. Let me light that up. This is my old CO2 canister. I leave it in before I put a new one in, that way it keeps my threads clean. This is a 88 gram, says it right there, 88 gram CO2 canister. Get roughly about 30 shots out of it. After about 22 shots, it starts going downhill, but it still be powerful enough to hunt small game with it. So you take your new canister. First thing you want to do is the bolt. Cock it back, because if you don't, when you screw your canister in there, all the CO2 will start spraying out. So you put it back up in there. And you ain't got to tighten this thing down so tight that you got to have a wrench to get it off, but you want it tight enough and it ain't going to back out on you either. Alright? Then you slide this thing down. I've got a center point 4x12 by 50 millimeter scope on it, and it's way too much for this, but I like it because I can actually, when I shoot it, I can track my arrow in flight. So after you get it loaded up, there is a safety on it. It's on safe right now. You take your arrow or your bolt and you slide it in here. You don't have to have your cock feather a certain way, but when you push in, see if you can hear it. There's a little snap, and I don't know if you can see it on my target right there, but there's 3 white dots. I cannot shoot in the same spot. If I do, I'll end up Robin Hooding my arrows. So I got 3. I got 2 up high and 1 in the center. So I'll shoot for the center one first. Shot a little low. That was my first shot. Also, normally you want to bleed off your first shot, so we'll see how the next one goes. Top left. Top right. Right, I'm going to put you on pause and I'll walk up there and show you where my shots went. Alright, that was my first, second, and third shot. Penetrating in my target about that deep. Alright, this. I also want to say that the air javelin arrows comes with 3 arrows. They run, if you go to Midway USA, you'll get them for $149 plus tax. They come with 50 grain fill points, and I took those out and put a 125 grain fill points because I'm going to hunt hogs with it. That's what I'll be shooting, 125 grain. Right, 3 more shots at it. Right there in the middle. Put you on pause, go look at it. Alright, it's pretty good shooting freehand. I was only off by what, 2 inches. So if you're shooting for the lung heart area, about that big round, you'll get it. The only thing I don't like about this is I got on safety, okay? No arrow in there. I won't do it now. But normally, whenever I squeeze my trigger, I don't start picking it up until like back here. So you got a lot of play in your trigger before you pick up and it's ready to shoot. So I think if they could work that out, but you know, this being mostly plastic, it's probably hard to get it exactly right, but I'm making do. Back up, put you on pause real quick. Hey, before I get too far along, I don't know if you noticed a little t-shirt I got. That's says survival till you barf. And this comes from Keith and Gina at Ramshackle Homestead and Survival. If you don't know who they are, go to this website and check them out. They got all kind of cool videos. Keith was actually on the show alone. I met him about 3 years ago at the Tennessee Classic, and they did not have the Classic last year, so this year they showed up, and before we got up to the Tennessee Classic bow shoot, they had a video of them building a little like a teardrop camper type thing. And I got done shooting the first course, and I come down, or the first practice course, I got done coming down the first practice course, and there's this little bug out camper that I'd seen them build. So go on there and check them out. They're pretty cool people. Keith's into adlaus and bows and making knives and black powder, and I gave him one of the slingshots that I made up, and hopefully I'll be getting him into that. So go check out Keith and Gina at Ramshackle Homes and Survival, or Homesteads and Survival. So I just want to give a shout out to a good little YouTube channel that you might want to check out. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the center target on this. And when I do that, I'm actually going to move y'all up here. I'm only going to shoot 2. I'm going to shoot the center one and the top right one. That's just where you see the flight of the arrow. Actually went ahead and shot all 3 of them. That's my shot placement. So if you've always been interested in a arrow shooting CO2 gun, this is pretty cheap to get into. like I said, if you go to Midway USA, you can pick it up for $149. It'll come with 3 bolts, and then you gotta buy your own CO2 canisters. If you go to Bud's K, they're $164 and some change. Like I say, it's a pretty good little gun. If you wanted to hunt small game with it, you could take rabbits and squirrels and raccoons, and I'm going to take hogs with it. I know it'll take a hog. It buries up plenty. It buries up deeper into my target than my recurve bow does. That's pretty good ways there. I'm going to add to it a quiver, probably on that side there, so I can hold 3 or 4 arrows. I'll probably end up shooting a 125 grain 125 grain Muzzy broadheads, and I'll shoot around, find out what shoots the best, but normally Muzzy shoots pretty good, and I guarantee within 15-20 yards I can take hogs with it, shooting them right behind the shoulder, using up about 1 to 20 shots. I should be fine with it. I don't know if I have a pass through, but you never know. I'll let you know whenever I start doing them. I'm Joe Bishop, Backwoods Parabellum. Like I always tell you, if you ain't practicing your skills when it comes time to use them, you won't have them. Also, another shout out to Ramshackle Homestead and Survival. Check out Keith and Gina. They're out of Kentucky. They're alone, and watch them on the show alone. They're some good people, and if you're into survival or just being able to do stuff yourself, that's a good video to check out, or good channel to check out. It's Ramshackle Homestead and Survival. So I'm Joe Bishop Backwoods Parabellum. Practice your skills, because when it comes time, if you don't have them to use.